Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to come on here today to do a pick a card reading that is going to be talking about how does this person truly see you? How do they feel about you? This video has really been inspired by Venus going retrograde, and I have just been feeling super called to do this video and to channel these messages for you guys. So we do have four piles here. We have pile one, pile two, pile 3, and then pile 4. So you can go to the timestamps that I provide down below in the description box and you will be getting your reading. Okay, so for group number 1, how does this person truly see you? How do they feel about you? So we're going to start off with your tarot, and you have the King of Pentacles in reversed, the Queen of Wands in reversed, the Knight of Cups in the upright, and the Eight of Swords in the upright. So immediately with this connection, I feel like this is somebody that definitely has love for you. This is somebody that does care about you. I feel like they see you in very high regard because we do have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, even though they are in the reverse position. But with the King of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like they see you as someone who is very blessed, someone who's very abundant, someone who has a lot going for them. But it's possible that the reason why it's reversed is that maybe you don't always see these things about yourself. Maybe you don't always see your best qualities or your best attributes, or maybe you don't always express those things. Like they see that you have a lot of potential and they see that you are someone that can go very far in life, someone that has a lot going for them. I feel like they see you as someone that a lot of things just flourish around you very easily. So, you're very blessed. You have so much potential, but maybe you don't always show that potential. Maybe you have some ways about you that don't always reflect who you truly are. Like maybe you have some ways that they feel limit you in some capacity. And then with the Queen of Wands, I feel like they see you as someone who's very spiritual, very intuitive, someone who's very creative. But with it being in reverse, I feel like maybe they feel like you don't always use those gifts correctly. If you are someone who's very intuitive, like maybe they feel like even though you are someone who's very like spiritually connected, you don't always use these gifts correctly, or like you don't always channel into your passions. Like, they do see that you have a lot of potential. They do see that you can go very far in life, but they don't feel like you really use your gifts to its full capacity. When they see you as someone who's very strong, I feel like they just see you as someone that's really going to be very successful, or you have the potential to be very successful, but you do have some ways about you that can limit you. And I feel like that is something that definitely concerns them. But this is someone that does care about you. They do have genuine love for you. With the Eight of Swords being like this, if you see the person is just kind of like they're somewhat in bondage. So I feel like there are some negative attributes that they notice about you that maybe you could be working on, or maybe there is some limiting beliefs, or just negative ways that you communicate or you come off sometimes that are not always a reflection of your best self. That's just what is coming through with that. But I feel like they see a lot of good things in you, but I also feel like they see you sometimes as someone that limits yourself. I also feel like there are moments where they do see you as someone who can sometimes even play like a victim. Like even though you're very strong and you have all these great qualities, there are moments where you tend to be a victim, and I feel like this disappoints them in a way. Or maybe you don't always communicate in a way that's very positive, or and come across as like in the ways that they really see you, if that makes sense. Like you tend to come off as very negative, or maybe you speak to yourself negatively, or maybe you just speak to other people in a negative way, or you have a lot of limiting beliefs, or things that they feel are holding you back. Okay, so you have fairness, divine passion, and you have go outside. So this is somebody that sees you as someone who needs to be a little bit more honest about your passions and about what it is that you truly want. It's possible that that could be relating to the Queen of Wands in reverse, because the Wands do deal with passion and creativity. So it's possible that they see you as someone that maybe is not really focusing into your passions correctly. maybe you're not doing what you truly desire in your heart. And I feel like this person just really wants what's best for you. That's kind of a really strong message that's coming through. So with the fairness, I feel like maybe there's a situation that has been kind of hovering over you guys in this connection. And I feel like, or spirit is really coming through to say that this situation will be handled, in a fair and a just way. So I feel like maybe this person has, maybe you blindsided them in a way. Also, it was something that you did, or like something that happened with you guys. Maybe there was some kind of situation that came up, or like disconnect in communication. Spirit is coming through to say that this situation is going to be handled in a fair and a just manner. I also feel like this person just sees you as somebody who needs to go out more. So it's maybe you're more of like a homebody, or someone that stays indoors too often. I mean, we are in quarantine currently, but like I feel like they see you as somebody that doesn't really express yourself as much as you could. Like they see you as someone that needs to put yourself out there more. They see you as somebody that, this person has like so many flowers and so many like things around them, things flourishing and blooming around them. So I feel like they see you as somebody with a lot of potential and someone with a lot of beauty, but maybe you don't always let that beauty shine through. Maybe you feel like you need to hide that away, or you need to kind of just like, hold yourself back or limit yourself. And I feel like they want you to kind of just express yourself more. You have dating queen, young female, and then new love. So this is someone that definitely sees you as a person who is very beautiful, very blessed. You get a lot of offers. You have a lot of things going for you. Like I did say with the King of Pentacles, there's so much vegetation and so much growth happening around him. Even though it is reversed, but there's so much growth happening around him. There's castles in the background. Like this is someone that is very successful. So I feel like they see you as someone who, you have a lot of offers, you get a lot of things handed to you, things come easily to you. There's just a lot of potential here and a lot of blessings, and just someone who seems to have it together, and someone who a lot of people just want to reach out to. They want to work with you, they want to help you. I feel like they see you as someone who is just going very far. They see you as someone who's very creative. With this young female energy, you see all the colorfulness with her shirt. So it's like, I feel like this is someone who sees you as very, you're very youthful in spirit, but you're also very creative. And you are someone who just has like this magnetic kind of energy around you. With the new love, I feel like this might be somebody that maybe you just met. Maybe this is some new connection that has recently been sparked between you guys. Even if you have known this person for a while, I feel like you've really been piquing their interest lately. If this is someone that you just met, then definitely, this isn't a new love. So then we have community in the upright. We have angels of strength in reverse. And then we have indecision. So this person is someone who sees you as like you are someone that brings people together. You are someone that, like, again, you see a lot of vegetation around here too, like a lot of apples, a lot of flowers, people coming around this person, people playing music, people just kind of looking very beautiful around this individual. So I feel like they see you as someone who brings out the best in people. You know how to really bring people together. You know how to work a crowd. They see you as someone who's very lucky and very blessed. Again, with the angel of strength in reverse, I feel like sometimes, again, maybe they feel like you play the victim. Maybe they feel like you don't always, maybe you can't always see all of the great and beautiful qualities about yourself. They wish that you could see yourself the way that they see you. They see you as someone who's very angelic. They see you as someone who's very strong, because we do have the lion, the imagery of a lion here. So it's possible you could also even be a Leo as well. But they just see you as somebody who, like, you're very, very strong. You have a lot going for you. With this card about indecision, I feel like this goes back to, it's crazy because this is card number 8, and then this one is also a number 8 as well too. So maybe sometimes they don't really know how to feel about you. Maybe they do feel a little bit indecisive at times. Um, about you. Like, even though they do care about you, I feel like there are moments where maybe they feel unsure of this connection. Like maybe you do things at times that makes them feel like they need to question how they feel about you, if this is something that is worth pursuing or something that's worth keeping up, because we do have the energy of new love. So it's possible that, if this connection is just very new, or if you sparked their interest recently, they just see you as someone that sometimes, like, they don't really know what to think. They don't know where this could be going. It's possible that even this connection is kind of at a standstill. Like maybe they wanted to move forward, and maybe they wanted to maybe make you some type of love offer, but I feel that they are at a standstill with this connection. I feel like they're just not sure of where it could go. Even though they see that these beautiful things about you, they're just not really sure if this is going to be successful or if it's going to go the way that they want. Okay. Okay, so it says pay attention to red flags, wedding, engagement, and then heart to heart conversations. So, with pay attention to red flags, I feel like there are some things that do come up in this connection that maybe throw the person off about you. So maybe they have had maybe some stuff has been brought to their attention that has made them feel indecisive about you. Maybe this is kind of where the indecision is coming from. It's possible that there are some things that have come up that have made this person feel like they're not so sure if this is really what they want. Maybe something was brought to their attention or was communicated to them. With the wedding and engagement, now, if this is a romantic connection, it means that this could be someone that you're married to. This could be someone that maybe has, proposed to you recently. If this is like a friend or a family member, then it's possible that maybe you are someone who maybe there's a third party situation involved. Like maybe you are with someone, or maybe they're with someone, but they still are thinking about you, and they still have a level of affection towards you. Like if you recently got married, or if you are someone that maybe has talked about marriage, like maybe they think about these things when they think about you. Like they think about your wedding, they think about your engagement, like, or it's possible that this is referring to just a soulmate connection that you guys have, like a divine partnership. Like you guys have been brought together for a reason, because this is definitely a connection that is very strong. And even if it's not a romantic union, I feel like there is still something that keeps you guys tethered to each other, something that keeps you guys really deeply rooted and connected to each other. With heart to heart conversations, I feel that this is someone that you really need to kind of work on communication with. Sometimes the swords do deal with communication, so it's possible that there's just been breaks in communication with this relationship. Like maybe you're not expressing yourself correctly to this person, like, or maybe the way that you've been coming off to them lately, with the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Maybe you haven't been expressing yourself correctly. This has made them kind of feel like not so sure of how to feel. So you definitely need to be a little bit more forthcoming about how you feel about this individual and the place that this person has in your life. With the heart to heart conversations, I feel like there's definitely genuine love here. And affection here, but you need to have more clarity on the situation by communicating with this person and letting them know what you really want. And then we also, one of the energy cards came out. So we also have the card of envy. I feel that this is also referring to maybe sometimes you tend to like look at other people and see what they have, and you can't really see what you have. Like maybe they see you as someone who's very envious. It's possible that they could also sometimes even envy you a little bit. Like maybe they see all of these great things about you, but like it makes them question themselves, or maybe it's just maybe they don't always have the best self-esteem, or it's possible that maybe you don't always have the best self-esteem, and you tend to look at other people or look at this person and be a bit envious of them. So this is definitely a warning sign from spirit, because we do have to pay attention to red flags. So I would be very cautious about this energy of envy. Like I said, communication definitely needs to be had. And I feel that this is someone who they do care for you, and it's evident that you do care for them. I am getting that also. So maybe you just need to be a little bit more honest about what this person means to you and like the place that they have in your life. The Fool in reversed. We have the Addict in reversed, and then we also have the Healer in the upright. So the Fool in Reverse says that, you use humor, using humor to wound rather than liberate, denial of your emotional truth. So again, I feel like you need to be a little bit more honest about this person's place in your life, but they also need to be a bit more honest with you. I feel like, this person feels like maybe you don't always express yourself correctly. Like, I feel like maybe they feel like you don't always express yourself correctly, or you don't always show your true emotions or your true passions. I feel like they feel like you deny, the emotional truth. Maybe you use humor, like you're kind of someone that's very sarcastic, or you joke about things to kind of like lighten the mood a little bit, or like to kind of like lessen the blow, if that makes sense. Like, you might be the kind of person that you just kind of like, you have like dry humor, or you use humor to kind of like express yourself when you feel anxious or when you feel upset. Maybe you're not always being real about how you're truly feeling, because here we do have the person wearing a mask. So it's possible that you've been wearing a mask in this connection, or it's possible that this person wears a mask with you. Because the way that these messages work is sometimes it could also be, your feelings coming through with the reading, but it could also just be their feelings coming through as well. So it could apply to both parties, really. And honestly, just take what resonates. But I feel like um, it says humor to wound rather than to liberate. So maybe sometimes the jokes that you make are just a bit hurtful, and maybe that's why they feel sometimes very like indecisive and unsure about you. Maybe they also, that's where the whole energy of envy is coming from. Like, maybe the way that you joke just kind of comes off, you come off as someone who's very envious and very like not so nice. Maybe you come off as being a little bit mean sometimes. And we do have the card of addict, and it says compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So again, it seems to me like there needs to be a bit more honesty in this connection. Like, there needs to be a bit more authenticity. Maybe you guys both wear masks with each other, or maybe you're not expressing how you truly feel. Again, with the whole pay attention to red flags, I feel like this is a red flag that comes up. So it's possible that they see this as a red flag with you. Like, they feel like you're not being real with them. Going back to like the cards from before, like with the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles, maybe you're just kind of like not expressing yourself as you truly are. Like, you're not being real about who you are and about what you want. And, maybe you just don't see the great qualities within yourself, or maybe this person doesn't see the great qualities within themselves. And that's just affecting the connection and the relationship that you guys have. With the healer card, this person says that, it says passion to serve others by repairing body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. So I feel like you do have a very healing energy about you, and they feel that. And I think that even though, there were some concerning things in here, I feel like overall, like, they still do have a lot of care for you. They have a lot of love for you, and I feel that they want to heal this connection. If healing, I feel like healing does need to take place in this connection, to some degree, and I feel like they want to heal this connection with you. I feel like even if maybe you have hurt their feelings or they've hurt your feelings, I feel like they still want to heal this connection and this partnership with you. We do have the card of solitude, moving on, and then the base chakra, which is the root chakra. So it's possible that maybe you guys have had some separation with this energy of solitude. So maybe you have been taking, maybe this person, you've been putting this person on ice, or maybe you've been distant from this person, or maybe this person has been distant from you. With the card of moving on, I feel like there's a lot of things that need to be released with this connection. I feel like you guys need to communicate more and express what it is that you clearly want, what you truly want. If this is a romantic partnership, then you guys definitely need to just express like how you feel about each other. And if this is just like a friendship or a family member connection, I feel like you just need to express like what you're truly thinking, what you're truly feeling. Like, try to connect with this person more when it comes to communication. Be more honest with them. With the base chakra or root chakra, I feel like, again, like, this kind of goes back to, the person having love for you. For some of you guys, this could just be like sexual, like a sexual connection that you guys have. If that does apply. So I feel like this person is very attracted to you. I feel like they feel very drawn to you. I feel like they feel very attached to you, definitely. But I feel like there are some things that do need to be resolved with this connection in order for it to move forward. Okay. So, cards of advice from Spirit. What can you do with this connection? So, we have the card of success, imagination, and we have the card of fear. So I feel that you really need to realize that you are someone that is very successful. This person does see you as someone who's successful, but like Spirit wants you to know that you are very successful. And I feel like the thing about success is that even though you are successful in your own life, I feel like sharing that success with other people is okay too. I feel like that's also a message that is coming through. So, know that you are being successful, know that you are on the right path. And I feel like with this connection, I feel like, regardless of what the outcome may be, know that you have been brought to this person for a reason. This says, I know that there's no greater goal than to love. So it's like always practice love in your connections. That's definitely a message that Spirit wants you to know. With imagination, it says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So I feel like you need to be a little bit more forthcoming about your passions, because we did have the Queen of Wands in reversed. It's reversed on my end, but I guess the camera shows it differently. But like, I feel like you need to be a little bit more honest about your passions and about what it is that you truly want. I feel like you have a lot of ideas, creatively, and I feel like that is something that needs to be incorporated into your life more. With the card of fear, I feel like you allow fear to hold you back. So this could be what was coming through with the Eight of Swords in reverse. Maybe you guys just have some limiting beliefs that you need to let go of and you need to release. And I feel like, you need to not let fear stop you or hinder you or stagnate you in any way when it comes to your connections, when it comes to the people that you care about in your life, and also when it comes to pursuing your passions, expressing yourself and expressing your gifts. Okay? So then we have soul solitude, gratitude, and then choices. So soul solitude is saying that, your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, and a time for you. So I feel like definitely Spirit is saying that you need to kind of just work on yourself. So it's possible that maybe you've been focusing a little bit more on other people. Maybe you've been focusing too much on this person, but you need to just kind of like focus inward and like work on yourself and work on healing yourself, and maybe work on healing the things that have bringing you down lately. Work on just listening to your soul and taking care of your soul. Okay, so even though we did see the card of going outside, I feel like um, this is just a message of like, you need to not only focus on the outside and putting yourself out there, but you also just need to focus on healing yourself and healing what's going on within your soul. Then we have the card of choices. When you accept responsibility for your life and the choices that you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. So again, this is talking about just healing your spirit, being able to kind of, have acceptance with the choices that you make in your life. And I feel like even when it talks about, appreciating your intuitive wisdom, this goes back to the Queen of Wands. So it's possible that you are somebody who's very psychic or very intuitive, or you have a lot of high spiritual gifts. And I feel like they want you to just apply that, to your relationships, apply that to your life, apply that to like, your own healing. And then the last card is gratitude. And I feel like this is just saying that practicing gratitude every day, for the things that you have. Be thankful for what's in your life and don't complain so much. This could even go back to what we were talking about with the Eight of Swords. Maybe don't try to, maybe if you do tend to find yourself expressing like limiting ideas or beliefs, just try to like take a moment to kind of reframe or restructure your way of thinking and be thankful for what it is that you have rather than thinking about what it is that you don't have or what it is that's going wrong. And I do feel that again, even with the card of envy, like maybe you tend to kind of like look at other people and what they have going on. But yeah, I mean, I feel like even though this is about how the other person feels about you, I feel like there are also messages that are coming in strong from Spirit. And for the final guidance cards, we have the King of Chalices, the Princess of Swords, and then the Magician. So this just tells me that, you know, Spirit wants you to know that can manifest things very easily. So I feel like they want you to be very conscious of your thoughts. With the Princess of Swords, I feel like, you know, you need to just be very firm in your way of thinking, be firm in your ideas, and also be firm with your communication. This person seems to be kind of like looking out at other people. So just try not to like compare yourself to other people. Try not to compare yourself to this person either. Just focus on truly what it is that you want. And then with the King of Cups, I feel like you just need to remember that you're very blessed and that you have so much going for you, and be able to see yourself the way that others see you. So those are all the messages that I have for you guys. I really hope that that helped, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Okay, guys, so for group number 2, this is going to be, how does this person truly see you? How do they truly feel about you? And at the end, we're also going to be giving advice and wisdom from Spirit on how you should proceed in this connection moving forward. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords in reversed. We have Judgment in the upright. We have the Six of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Strength card in reversed. So right off the bat, I'm going to say that this person has been feeling very indecisive about you. I feel like they're not really sure sometimes of what to think of you or how to see you as a person. I feel like they almost felt like at a standstill. This could have been something that happened in the past or something that happened very recently, but like this is somebody that is just not sure of how they really truly feel about you. I feel like they've been kind of meditating a lot on they're not so sure of who you are. Like they feel very like confused and just very like just off about this connection. With the Judgment card, you know, I feel like they have received some type of, maybe they received like a message or something, some type of communication has gone down where their opinion of you has shifted. I feel like they got some type of revelation about you. Something was brought to light with this situation, or something was brought to their attention that made them feel this way about you, or maybe they feel it, maybe it just, something threw them off, is what's really coming through. I feel like they're just not really sure sometimes of like how to feel about you. It's possible that there could have been a separation with this connection with the Six of Swords in reverse. So it's possible that this happened in the past, or like it is going to happen. But like I feel like there's some distance between you guys right now. There's definitely a break in communication. So I feel like this person is just like, they feel like they need to distance themselves from you, or they feel like they needed to walk away from you. With the Strength card in reverse, I just feel like the connection at one point it was really strong and it was going really well, and I feel like they felt very drawn to you and very attached to you, but something happened to kind of make them feel like they needed to walk away and they needed to distance themselves. So even if you guys are still in contact right now, because for some of you I feel like this might even be a no contact type of situation, but if you guys are still in contact, I feel like the connection is not what it was before. I think at some point it was very strong and it was very good and there was like a lot of great things going on, but then something happened to like maybe make them feel like they weren't sure about you. But Judgment, this card does have Archangel Gabriel, who is like the messenger angel, the angel of communication. So I feel like, you know, this is somebody that you guys need to have a communicate, because communication is like the, well, sorry, Judgment is the only card that is in the upright. So I feel like communication needs to be had with this situation. Like there needs to be something that, there's something that needs to be said between you guys, because right now their energy is that they just don't know what's going on. They don't know how to feel. They're not sure about you. I feel like if they haven't walked away, they're thinking about walking away. Maybe that things are just like the connection is just not there anymore. So even if this is like a romantic connection or a friendship connection or even a family member, I feel like there needs to be some healing that needs to take place and there needs to be communication. So we have sensitivity, independent, and medicine woman. So this person might see you as someone who's just very sensitive. You're very sensitive, like emotionally, but I also feel like they feel that maybe your energy is sometimes a little bit sensitive to the way to the energy of people around you. And I feel like they see you as someone who limits like stress in your life. So like, you know, if maybe they started to become a stressor in your life and like you distance yourself from them, or maybe it's possible that they're the person that's very sensitive and like they had to just kind of distance themselves from you, as it could go both ways with these readings. Even though this is how the person feels about you, it could also just there sometimes what you feel about them also comes through also. With independence, I feel like they see you as someone who's very independent, very strong, very abundant. They see you as just someone who just has this like very divine kind of strength about you. They see you as someone who has a very healing energy with the medicine woman. I feel like, when you guys when things were going really well with you guys, they feel like you heal them. I feel like you healed them in a way, or they've healed you. I feel like you just help them like get through something that may have been very difficult or very challenging in the past, because in the back here we do have like a lot of storms, a lot of thunder. So it's possible that maybe they went through a lot, or like you went through a lot and maybe they helped you get through a lot of things, or maybe you helped them get through a lot. And they, I guess now, like they feel like you're someone who's very independent also. But I feel like they have a lot of sensitivity when it comes to this connection. I feel like you're definitely on their mind. They do think about you, because we do have the with the Two of Swords and the Six of Swords. I feel like you're definitely on their mind and they are thinking about you. There is some type of like disconnect that has happened here with this connection. So we have the mature woman, wallflower, and then communication. So again, I feel like you tend to like make this person doubt themselves, or like like with the wallflower, I feel like this kind of relates to the card of sensitivity. Like maybe they see you as someone who just is very distant sometimes, or they don't really know, like like you tend to be withdrawn, or you tend to just kind of keep to yourself. Communication, maybe this is somebody that you communicate a lot via social media. I also feel like this person watches your social media, like they check up on you, or maybe you check up on them a lot, but like I feel like they check up on your socials a lot. They look at your social media to kind of just see how you're doing, and I feel like they see you as someone who's very mature. Like, so going back to the whole independent and medicine woman, I feel like they see you as someone who's very strong, very mature. You have a very healing energy about you. But with the wallflower, it does say to me that like there's like some type of withdrawn energy here. So like it's possible that maybe they feel withdrawn from you. With the Six of Swords, I feel like maybe they've been feeling very withdrawn from you lately. Maybe you make them feel like the wallflower, like you make them feel kind of small, or like you make them feel like they have to kind of like pull back a little bit. But it's possible that maybe they just feel like you've been pulling back from them. Maybe you're not being as honest, or maybe you're not communicating with them as much as you used to. It's possible that you guys like have outgrown each other. So like maybe, this relationship, this connection reached it's run its course already. Like, you guys are not like, so we do have the blossoming abundance, the woman holding a heart, and then we have the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. And also, let me just say, like, even with the mature woman, I feel like even if you're not a woman, they just see you as someone who's very mature. So this is not only a reading for like, like for single genders. This could be for anybody. But with the blossoming abundance, I feel like they see you as somebody who's very abundant. Like maybe you are moving forward and you're accumulating a lot of success. You've been growing a lot in your life. With it being in reverse, I feel like maybe they feel like there's just like a stagnancy in growth somewhere with one of you guys. There's something that limits this connection from growing to what it could be, or like what it should be. We have the woman holding a heart, so it means that this person definitely has love for you and they definitely care about you. I feel like they feel like you have their heart in your hands, or like maybe you feel like they have your heart in their hands, like kind of like the ball is in their court, or like maybe they feel like the ball is in your court. Like where this connection is going is kind of up to you. But with the blossoming abundance, I feel like in reverse, I feel like this is a connection that has kind of reached a halt. Like it's not flourishing as much as it could be, or as it should be. Like something is kind of holding it back. Like the woman holding a heart, she's kind of like looking away. So I feel like even though this person is like they love you and they're drawn to you, I feel like something just kind of has them pulling back a little bit, or something has them kind of feeling disconnected from you. And then we have the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. So it's like this is definitely a connection that is real and that is solid with you guys, but I feel that maybe there needs to be some healing. that takes place with the heart chakra area with this person. Like maybe they feel like you've hurt their heart, or like you've done something that's kind of affected their heart. Maybe they feel like you're holding their heart, and like it's like they want to continue this connection with you. They want to be around you, and like they want to just like love you, but like something is just stopping this relationship from blossoming and from moving forward. Like something is preventing it from like becoming what like it could be. Then we have the calling your soulmate, give your relationship a chance, and then forgiving and learning. So this is somebody that definitely you guys have soulmate connections with each other. I feel like this is someone who you were brought together with for a reason. You know, this person feels like you were their soulmate. Spirit is saying that that was your soulmate. Give your relationship a chance. I feel like this person, even though maybe there was like some separation or some type of something that kind of created a blockage in the relationship, I feel like they still want to give this partnership a chance, this connection a chance. I feel like they still want to pursue being in contact or communication with you. With forgiving and learning, I feel like they just want to release and let go of the past. They want to forgive whatever has happened. So it's possible that there's just something that went down in this connection that you guys need to release. Like this person needs to release it, or you need to release it. But I feel like there needs to be some forgiveness involved in this connection. This person definitely wants to work on it. They want to heal whatever has happened. I feel like it has to come from both parties. I feel like there needs to be something that needs to be healed with you guys. So then we have the Don Juan, we have the Rebel, Shapeshifter, and then we have the Child Wounded. So with the Don Juan, I feel like this person sees you as someone who's very sexy, very attractive. You are somebody that just draws people in. You have like this magnetic kind of energy about you. They see you as someone who's very rebellious, like you challenge authority a lot, and they love that about you. Like reject spiritual systems that don't serve inner needs. So maybe there's somebody who's like very traditional religiously, and maybe you're just someone who is like a free thinker when it comes to spirituality. Maybe you are someone that reject like conventional ideas, but they see you as someone who's very rebellious. They feel like you're rebellious, and they love that about you. I feel like they see that as something that's just like very alluring and very sexy to them. With the shapeshifter, I feel like they see you as someone that kind of blends very well in any situation. So I feel like you're someone who has, like it says, skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. So I feel like this person really thinks highly of you, and they see a lot of great and beautiful things about you. I feel like they see you as someone who you have so many different ideas. You have so many different ways of looking at the world and perceiving things. Like it just draws them in. Like they love the way that you think. They love the way that you're able to kind of see the potential in things. They love the kind of person that you are, and I feel like you're kind of almost like a shapeshifter. Like you can navigate through different facets of life and still be very good at it. I feel that like with the child wounded, they see you as someone who maybe you have opened up to this person about like childhood wounds, or like things that you have endured in childhood, or things that need to be healed about your childhood, or maybe like you have helped them heal their inner child in some way. Maybe you've like awoken the compassion in them. But it says opens the learning path of forgiveness. So again, like even with the forgiving and learning, I feel like this is somebody that you really need to work on forgiving if there has been some type of bump in the road with this connection. And I feel that this is also going to help you with healing your inner child. You will help this person heal their inner child, or you have helped them heal their inner child, or heal from things that have hurt them, or things that they were holding on to from childhood. We have financial and material changes, recognition and reward, shadow, and then sacrifice. So let me just go back to this sacrifice card. I feel like this kind of ties in with the Two of Swords in reverse. I feel like they definitely have been thinking about you a lot. I feel like you've been on their mind. Like even with the shapeshifter, it's possible that there maybe are different sides of yourself that they still are figuring out, or that they need to see. And maybe like with this communication, like, or some type of news that they received about you, like maybe it was something that threw them off, or like something that they didn't expect about you. Like maybe they felt thrown off by something that they realized about you. Or maybe you're just someone that's very mysterious. Like there's parts of you that you don't really show other people, and I think that that kind of draws them in. I feel like that is attractive to them. like they really want to get to know you and they want to kind of like peel back all of those layers that you don't really reveal to everybody. With recognition and reward, I feel like they see you as someone who is like a gift in their life. I feel like you've been getting recognized, or maybe they just, I feel like maybe they want you to show your appreciation to them a little bit more. Maybe they want you to kind of like reward them with something, or like, like maybe affirm to them like how you truly feel about them, or like what you think about them. Like I feel like they're kind of like waiting for you to like say something to them, like they're waiting for you to kind of recognize them, or to say like, or to give them recognition that they feel that they deserve from you. I feel like for some of you guys, I feel like they've been like praying about you almost, or like they've been meditating on you a little bit. It's possible that they've even been like with the moon cycles, like they've been thinking about you, trying to manifest you a little bit. But I feel like this is someone where you are on their mind, and they're thinking about you. I feel like they see you as someone who's going through a lot of like financial and material changes. Like maybe you are advancing more in your career or advancing more in life. And I feel like maybe they feel like they feel like they attributed to that. Like they feel like they attributed to your success, or to your growth, or like to where you are right now, or where you're going. And like they want you to just like acknowledge them and like remember them. Like they don't want you to like forget them. Let's see what advice from spirit this what advice spirit has to give for this connection. So we have service. Okay, we have indecision, and then we have self-esteem. I feel like spirit is saying that you need to help this person, or like be more of service to this person, or maybe be of more of service to others, and like maybe be more forthcoming about what your needs are. Spirit wants you to be more of service to other people. I think that that is where you're really going to be feeling rewarded in your life. But I also feel like maybe this person wants you to kind of be more of service to them, or maybe you felt like maybe you feel like you are always in service to this person, or maybe you feel like you give so much to this person, where it's possible that they just want you to give more to them, or maybe you don't give enough to them. It's different messages that are coming through. With indecision, I feel like there's definitely been a lot of indecision surrounding this connection from your end and also from the other party's end. And I feel that like there needs to be a decision that needs to be made. This card is talking about using your intuition to come to a decision. So I feel like you need to be a little bit more honest with yourself and just see what your gut, what your intuition is telling you about this individual. Ask yourself if this is someone that you really want in your life. Is this someone that really is serving you right now? Is this a person and a connection that's really serving you? And if it is, then work on healing with this individual. We did have the forgiving and learning. So maybe you just need to like establish some type of forgiveness with this person for what has happened with you guys. With self esteem, I feel like, Spirit wants you to work on your self esteem. It's possible that this Spirit also wants, this person to work on their self esteem, but like self esteem definitely is playing a role in this connection. So I feel like, you need to maybe see your qualities, like see who you are, and just kind of like up your self-esteem a little bit when it comes to this connection. With the woman holding a heart, this kind of sticks out to me a little bit. Like maybe you give your heart away to people too easily. Maybe you tend to like feel validated through love and through romance, and like spirit wants you to kind of up your self-esteem a little bit and just focus on loving yourself more. So then we have the card of serenity, and this card's talking about having the most important relationship in your life is the relationship that you have with yourself. So I feel like, you need to work on the relationship that you have with yourself. Again, this goes back to self esteem. I feel like you just need to kind of honor yourself more and remove things in your life that don't really serve you. Remove anything that makes you feel down, that makes you feel negative. So even with this connection also, I mean, I feel like if this person is someone that really brings you down, and like, they have you feeling unsure of yourself, or maybe they just have you, very negative sometimes, I feel like you need to kind of reevaluate, if this is something that you want. But it's this card's also talking about, releasing the past and releasing resentment. So maybe if there has been some hiccups in this relationship, maybe you need to just forgive this person and just release what has happened in order for this connection to heal. Take what resonates with that message, definitely. And then we also have be proud. So I feel like spirit wants you to really be proud of like how far you've come. I feel like you have been going through a lot of growth. And I feel like this person even sees that with strength. I feel like, you've gone through so much transformation and so much growth. And I feel like you need to just kind of be proud of yourself and like, but be conscious of what you've achieved thus far and just, not be so hard on yourself, not be so hard on yourself and not allow this to affect your self esteem. And then a mother's love is coming in. So it's possible that this could even be a connection or relationship that you have with your mom for some of you guys, because we did have the child wounded. So it's possible that this could even be like a connection that you have with your mother, but like, or it could even be like an ancestor, like of somebody that's maybe not here anymore, a grandmother or a mother or an aunt or something that's kind of coming through with that. But like, this is saying that a mother's love is reaching out to you. They want you to know that they know how much you miss them, and they want to remind you that the bond that you guys have can't be broken. So I feel like spirit is coming through with someone here. This could be someone that has passed on, that's no longer here in this life, but it could also just be someone that's still here. So this is a family connection. I feel like you need to kind of like reach out to this person because their spirit is saying that they love you and that they want to hold you close and that they care for you. Okay. And then the final card that we have is the Four of Pentacles. And this card is just talking about releasing things. Maybe you've been holding on tightly to things from the past. Maybe even with this connection, like maybe that you're holding on too tightly to this person, and you kind of just need to like release it and just kind of give it to the divine and like let things happen the way that they're meant to happen. Okay. So these are all the messages that I have for you guys. I hope that this really helped and resonated. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, guys, so for pile number 3, let's see, how does this person see you? How do they truly feel about you? And at the end, we are going to get advice messages from Spirit as to what you can do with this situation. Okay, so we have the King of Wands. We have the Five of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and we also have the Chariot and the Page of Wands. So with this with this connection, I feel that this is somebody that, it's possible that you and this person have known each other since childhood. With the Page of Wands, I feel like this is somebody that maybe this is like a new connection that you have established with this person, or maybe it's just like someone that you've known from childhood. But I feel like this is someone that I feel like this could be a new connection, or like this could be someone that maybe has liked you for a long time, or been interested in you for a long time, or been watching you for a long time. But this is somebody that sees you as someone who's I feel like they see you as someone who's very youthful in spirit. I feel like we have a lot of wands energy here. So it's possible that you could even be like a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. But like, I feel like they see you as someone who's very passionate, very creative. I feel like they see you as someone who's very abundant, very successful. A lot of people look up to you. You're very well respected. I think sometimes they tend to think that you can be a bit childish, or like maybe you just have like this kind of youthful, kind of playful energy about you. They like that. But there's definitely a lot of love here and a lot of passionate energy here from this individual. So they definitely do feel love for you. With the Chariot, I feel like they see you as someone who's very successful. They see you as someone that's like moving forward and progressing very well in your life right now. They see you as somebody that, like you have a lot of competition, like you have a lot of people that look at you or that envy you, or maybe you just have like a competitive nature about you. But like they see you as somebody who is very successful and who is going to be very successful in life. They see you as someone who could be like, if you are a guy, they see you as someone who's like an alpha male. But if you're a woman, they see you as someone who's just very like, very beautiful, very domineering in whatever field or whatever, pursuit that you have, or that you like, whatever you try to pursue in your life. They see you as someone who's going to be very successful at it, and you're very good at it. Like, success comes naturally to you. I feel like they see you as someone who people are very drawn to, with the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like they see you as a person that has like limitless potential. I feel like you are someone that they think can lift them in a way, or like help them to be successful. They see you as someone who you can like offer them something, and I feel like to some extent they kind of want to offer you something. So if this could, like for a romantic connection, this could be like a love offer that they want to make if they haven't made one already. But I feel like these are a lot of good energies that I see coming through here. I also just feel like they feel like you're very grounded, like you have a very solid foundation behind you. So maybe, like maybe your background, like how you were raised, has played, like they see that as something that has played a vital role in like how you have, like who you are, and like I feel like they admire that about you. But I also feel like sometimes they think that you can be very guarded as well. Maybe you're not always expressing the love that they want you to. Like maybe you don't always express affection to them. Like they see you as someone who's very goal oriented, but like maybe there are moments where you feel kind of guarded. Like you don't always put your emotions out there. I also just think that they see you as a person, appearances wise, like maybe you just have like a very lavish lifestyle, or it looks like you do. You have a very, they just see you as a person that has a lot of blessings and a lot of abundance around you. We have don't back down, inner wisdom, and start delegating. We have a lot of green energy here with the heart, so this could be relating to the heart chakra, but like I feel like this person definitely has a lot of intense, passionate feelings towards you. With the start delegating, I feel like maybe they feel like you do everything on your own, because it says ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. So like maybe they feel like, you're very successful and like you're very independent, like you don't need anybody. And maybe they want you to kind of need them more. Like they wish that you needed them more, you relied on them more. With inner wisdom, Athena, I feel like they see you as someone who's very strong. Like you have this kind of like warrior spirit about you, someone who's very wise. They see you as someone that they can really go to if they need advice, if they need guidance, if they need clarity on anything. I feel like if they have a problem, like you're a problem solving kind of person, like you're someone that, have it together, like you have your shit together. They see you as someone who's very strong, like you don't really back down. With the energy of like competition, I feel like even if you have a lot of competition in your life, I feel like you still don't back down very easily. Like you stand up for what is right, you stand up for what you believe in, and I feel like they admire that about you. So then with the love oracle, we have control, destiny, true love, and then the brunette female. So I feel that this is someone who definitely watches you a lot. Brunette female does not necessarily mean that this person is a female. You could be the female in this situation, or even if there are no females in the situation, if neither party is a female, I feel like this person just still has their eye on you. Like they still watch you. The person on the card is very beautiful, so it's possible that they admire you. Like they have a lot of admiration for you. The true love energy and destiny, I feel like this is definitely a divine partnership. This is true, genuine love that this person feels for you. They feel like you guys came together by destiny. So it's possible that there could even be like past life karma type of situation here. Even with the Page of Wands, I feel like maybe you guys knew each other in past lives, each other as children in past lives. Like that's also something that's coming through. But like they see you as someone who's like, you guys are bound by destiny, you're bound by fate. Maybe there's a lot of synchronicities that come up when you're around this person, but like they just feel very blessed to have you around. With the control card, I feel like because they see you in such high regard, maybe this love is like something that kind of controls them a little bit. Maybe you have a controlling energy about you also, or like maybe they just feel controlled by their feelings for you. Like maybe they feel like almost like if you were to ask them to do something, they would do it. Like they feel very controlled by how they feel about you. And it's possible that they just see you as someone who's very, like you almost have like this kind of alpha energy about you, or like you're a leader, like guide them in the right direction. So it's possible that they see you as someone who kind of controls other people, or you have like a lot of control over, the circumstances in your life. We have journey, magician in the mirror, and then we have attachment. So with journey, I feel that this is somebody who definitely is watching you kind of grow, like watching you go on some, maybe you're embarking on some new type of journey. Even with, with the chariot sometimes talks about moving forward, going on a new journey, embarking on something new, victory, triumph, success. So it's possible that maybe they're just watching you kind of transform before their eyes. They're seeing you experience a lot of growth, a lot of blessings, a lot of change in your life. They see you as someone that is going places. They just see you as someone who is going to be going very far in life. I feel like maybe they have been on a journey with you as well. Like maybe they've traveled with you, watched you go through so many different cycles of transformation. Even if this is a new connection, I feel like, there's definitely been some type of like they've seen you grow so much. And I feel like it's almost exciting for them. I feel like they love that about you. That you seem to be moving forward and progressing in life. With Magician in the Mirror, I feel like right next to attachment, I feel like there's like this magnetic energy about you, or like they see you as someone who's very magical. So it's possible that like, because wands sometimes deal with intuition and with magic. So like maybe you are someone who's very intuitive or very psychic, or maybe you work with magic or practice magic, but like they see you as someone who, you manifest things very easily. You're very abundant. You have a lot of blessings. Abundance is just like attracted to you, like that's what you live and what you breathe. They almost want that too. Like when they're around you, I feel like maybe you make them feel that way, or you make them feel abundant. Being around you just makes them feel like you add like magic to their life. I feel like this person is definitely attached to you. I don't see it as like, again, like I don't see it as something very like toxic or negative, but like with the control card, I feel like they feel like controlled by their emotions for you. I feel like they feel very attached to you and very drawn to you. And maybe even with the Five of Wands, like maybe they feel like they have to compete with other people for your affection or for your attention. Maybe sometimes they just feel like they have to fight for it, This person has like a bit of a chain on them. So maybe they feel like tethered or chained to you in some way. They just feel like they can't release you, like they need you in their life. We have honeymoon, we have past life relationship, and then we have healing family issues. So this could be a family member connection that you guys are asking about. This could also just be someone that maybe knows about a lot of things about your family, or about maybe a history that you have with your family. Healing family issues is something that they see you as someone who has healed a lot with your family members, or maybe you have helped them with healing with their family members. I feel like they see you as someone that, like, your relationships with your parents have definitely played a role in this partnership. So it's possible that if this is like a romantic connection, it's like possible that maybe you've been healing things that have happened with your family, and that has like helped you guys, help this connection grow in some capacity. Definitely they see you as someone who is like healed or is healing from a lot of family issues. This is a past life relationship, because we do have past life relationship here. So like I said earlier, like this is someone who, you've been bound to by destiny, by fate. This is some person that you've met in a past life. You guys have met each other before and you're meeting again, and it's not by accident. And then we have the card of honeymoon. So it's possible that you've taken a trip with this person, or that this person just wants to take a trip with you. They want to travel with you. If it's not a romantic connection, I feel like they've thought about traveling with you, maybe traveling to go and see you, or like, just going on a vacation with you, or going on a holiday with you. I also feel like maybe they kind of daydream about you a little bit. They fantasize about you sometimes. Maybe you've expressed like wanting to travel, or like wanting to go places, and they've thought about that. Like they've put themselves there, like, thinking about like, you going to these places and them being there with you. Take what resonates with that. But definitely I see like, it looks like this person is in either in Italy or Paris. So it's like maybe you've talked to them about going overseas, Italy or Paris before. That's always a possibility. So we have the poet. It says expressing soul insights in symbolic language. So it's possible that you are someone who's a very motivational speaker, or like you're very good with words, or maybe you write a lot of poetry, or maybe you just have a lot of artistic talent. But I feel like they see you as someone who is very expressive in that regard. Like I feel like they see you as someone who is a poet, but it's also possible that they write poetry about you. Like maybe they write about you, or maybe you make them feel inspired to like write poetry. So we have the Saboteur, and this is talking about, says highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes that it's going to bring to your life. So maybe they see you as someone who, maybe you're like afraid of like your gifts, or like your blessings. Like maybe they see you as someone who's very humble, despite like how far you've come in your life, like how successful you are. I feel like they see you as somebody that you almost feel like afraid to be like in a position of power sometimes. And I feel like they see you as a person that, like, it's almost like you're afraid of being powerful, you're afraid of being successful, you're afraid of like your gifts, you're afraid of your talent. I feel like they feel that maybe you don't always feel as confident in yourself, right? Or maybe you don't see yourself the way that they see you. And then we have the dilettante. So, and it says, delighting in the arts without being a professional, and then alerting you to the danger of being superficial. So I feel like you're somebody that, they don't see you as being very superficial. They don't see you as someone who's very full of themselves. I feel like they also see you as someone who's very blessed. Like you don't really have to try that hard. Things just kind of come to you naturally. And I did see that earlier too, with the Magician in the Mirror. I feel like they just feel like blessings come to you naturally. Like they feel like things are just have your hand in like so many different things, and like you still make it seem so effortless. Okay, so then we have Rejoice and Celebration, Temptation, Partnerships and Alliances, and then harmony. You know, a rejoicing celebration. This does talk about friendship. This talks about so this person is definitely someone that sees you as a really good friend. You bring out the best in them. You bring out the light in them, and you also bring out the light in other people. This card of temptation, though, you know, this corresponds with the energy of the devil. So maybe you tend to, maybe like on a negative aspect, I feel like there are moments where maybe you don't always, like maybe you can be kind of consumed by like your vices, or like maybe there are just some things that are detrimental to you, or that they see as detrimental to you, that they don't always approve of that you do, you know, or maybe they don't want to be that kind of influence in your life. If there is anything around you that like seems like it's going to hinder you or your success in any way, I feel like it bothers them, like when they see you being led into like temptation to like do things that like are not going to be beneficial to you, or that don't serve you. I think that they definitely see some like dark kind of aspects. Sometimes they want you to kind of like rely on them a little bit more, like with the partnerships and alliances. I feel like they want you to kind of communicate with them more and rely on them more. I feel like if this is a romantic connection, then they definitely want to be partner. They want to establish romantic connection with you. But I also feel that they also see that you have a lot of people around you. So it's possible that like with this Five of Wands, I feel like they have to kind of compete with other people sometimes. With the temptation, they feel like they feel like there's this connection sometimes isn't healthy for them because of how passionate and how much they love you and like how much they care about you. And then we have the card of harmony, which corresponds with the Lovers. So I feel like they definitely feel there's definitely true genuine love here. And I feel like sometimes it's like it controls them in a way that makes them feel almost like they can't let you go, like, you know, like they need to be around you, they need to have you in their life, that kind of way. Okay, so advice from spirit in regards to this connection is honesty. So I feel like there needs to be a little bit more honesty established in this connection. I feel like you need to be honest with yourself about how you feel about this person. I feel like they need to be more forthcoming with how they feel about you. It's saying I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So I feel like this person needs to be a little bit more forthcoming with how they feel, but I feel like it also goes both ways. I feel like you need to be more open about how you feel and also about what your intuition is telling you, because we do have, you know, the purple, you know, color in the back, which to me corresponds with the third eye as well as the crown. So I feel like you need to be a little bit more forthcoming about what it is that you want with this person, and like this is a connection that you guys like I feel like you need to just be more open about what it is that you guys want and what you feel for each other. With worry, I feel like there has been a lot of concern and worry. Worrying about the connection is not going to change the outcome. That's what this card is saying. So I feel like, you know, you need to like abandon worry, and like also we have regret here. So I feel like maybe you had some regrets with this person. Maybe there have been some things that they've done or like you've done that have made you kind of feel like, you know, you needed to like question them or like question their place in your life. But like this is definitely a past life connection. This is true love here with this individual. There's definitely real genuine true love. So I feel like you need to release the past, release worry, and just be a little bit more honest, you know, about what it is that you want with this person. Then you have ancestral wisdom. So this just tells me that like your guides, you know, your ancestors, your spirit guides, they really approve of this individual. And I feel like sometimes they tend to give you messages about this person. So like maybe you dream about them, or like maybe they're on your mind, they pop up in your mind randomly. Maybe you see like because we do have synchronicity. We have synchronicity here. So I feel like maybe you get a lot of synchronicities, like maybe you see like repeating numbers or something with this person. But like I feel like there's definitely like a spiritual divine connection here, and I feel like your ancestors see that this is something that is a divine partnership and that you haven't met this person by accident. I feel like they also want you to heal from like generational curses, because earlier we did have healing family issues, and then this card is also saying that we ask you at this point in time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. So I feel like they definitely want you healing family issues, but also just kind of healing yourself to kind of break these generational curses. Maybe you feel like you don't always have the best connections when it comes to love. Maybe you feel like you have blockages sometimes when it comes to relationships. Maybe they feel like you don't always have a lot of luck when it comes to your relationships, whether it be romantic, or friendly, with family, but I feel like they want you to know that, like, you're being supported, and that, you need to work on healing these things, and also just realize that, like, you're breaking generational curses right now. They're helping you do so. And then there's like a child's love. So, like, this could be that maybe the person that you were thinking about is your own child, or maybe you are married to someone, but this could be someone that just maybe saw you as, like, a parent figure in their life. They see you as someone who guided them, or you were almost like a teacher to them, or a mentor or something. And I feel like that is something that definitely plays a role in this connection. But I feel like saying that this is a very precious and a very deep connection with this individual. And then again, like, for the final card, we have the Nine of Cups. So again, like, this, on here, there's a lot of family energy. This could possibly be a family member that you were asking about. But, like, I feel like you need to definitely work on healing family issues, because I feel like healing family issues is what's going to help with healing and, like, the progression of this connection that you were inquiring about. Okay, so these are all the messages that I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, guys, so for pile number 4, this is going to be your reading about how this person truly sees you. How do they feel about you? Okay, so first card that we have is the Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands in reverse, the Six of Pentacles upright, King of Swords, and then we also have the Ten of Cups. So this is somebody who sees you as someone who is very hardworking. I feel like they see you as someone who right now you're working on your passions, you're working on the things that you truly want in your life. Like, you're someone that's very goal oriented. I feel like there definitely is a type of, like, love or sexual connection here with the Ace of Wands for some of you guys. But I also feel like if this is just like friendship or family, they are someone that sees you as very creative. You're not always quick to be accepting of, like, the offers that come to you, like, right away. Like, maybe you're someone that has your guard up when it comes to, like, accepting things from others, but they also see you as someone with a very giving spirit with the Six of Pentacles. I feel like they see you as someone who's very charitable. You tend to, like, help people. You help those who are less fortunate than you. You help the people around you. I feel like they see you as someone who really wants to see the people around you be successful, and you like to see the people around you in good shape, in good condition, not only with finances, but just, like, in every aspect of life. With the King of Swords, they feel like you're someone who, on a mental level, like, I feel like they see you as someone who's very strong, very grounded. I feel like they see that you've gone through a lot of transformation, or they've witnessed you go through a lot of transformation with, with how you perceive the world, with your perception, with your thoughts, with your ideas. I also feel like they feel like you're very influential over others. So it's kind of like you have the ability to, like, coerce people or inspire them and convince them to kind of see your view. I feel like they see you as someone who is just very influential in that regard, and they see you as someone who's just very powerful, with the way that you communicate, with the way that you think. I feel like it inspires them a lot. With the Ten of Cups, I feel like they see you as someone who's very family oriented. So it's possible if this is a romantic connection, I feel like they definitely want to have a family with you, definitely want to have children with you. They are someone that loves you. There's definitely love here in this connection, regardless of if it's romantic or just, family member or friend or whatever. I feel like they are someone that just has a lot of love for you. If this is a romantic one, I feel like this is someone that sees you go, that sees that they could build something with you. They see that you could, like, you guys could be building something together. You guys could be working on establishing a solid foundation together, possibly looking into buying a home or moving in together, or, like, having some type of, like, something that is very like solid, like a good foundation. I feel like you guys are working on that. But if this is friendship, I feel like it also is saying that the friendship has been built on a solid foundation. I feel like they feel like you're like the relationship is very balanced. They feel like you're someone that reciprocates what they're feeling. I feel like they feel like they can trust you with their thoughts. They trust you with their mind. They also like if they need any advice, or if they need any wisdom or any clarity, I feel like you are the first person that they will go to. So then we have boundaries, we have home, dying love, and be strong. So again, with the home, if this is a romantic partnership, I feel like this person definitely wants to buy a home with you. They want to have a home connection with you. They want to have a family with you. There's somebody that really wants to see things flourish with you. If you guys already live together, I feel like they see moving within the home. But if this is just like friendship or family member, I feel like they see that your home situation is improving. Maybe you've just been trying to like, get yourself together or get your life together or something, but like I feel like they see you as someone who's very aggressive. Like they see that you're doing pretty well right now. With boundaries, I feel like they want you to establish boundaries in your life. So it's like it's possible that maybe they feel like you give people too much. Like maybe you're so charitable to other people and they want you to kind of like stop doing that. Like they want you to establish some type of boundaries and not be so quick to help other people. For some people, this could be that they are always helping you. Maybe they're always kind of helping you when you need something, and maybe they kind of just feel like they have to establish some boundaries with you. They do have this undying love for you. They do have an undying love for you. They definitely do care about you. I feel like spirit is really coming through with this and just saying that like, you guys have like a really strong, like eternal bond. And I feel like this is something that been divinely orchestrated. I don't think that it's by accident that you guys have met each other. And I feel like they want you to really know that this connection has a really deeper, like spiritual meaning to it. Be strong. I feel like this person sees you as someone who's very strong. Like I said, they see you as someone who's very influential. But I feel like maybe there are moments where you kind of doubt your strength, or maybe you doubt like your creativity or your capability. With the Ace of Wands in reverse, I feel like maybe you tend to doubt your capability. But I feel like they see you as someone who's very powerful. I'm also getting like Leo energy here as well. It's possible that you could be a Leo, or you could even be like an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Not necessarily, but that's just what's coming in for me, what I see right now. So then we have spiritual growth, friendship, dating, and then we have the young male. This could be a person who is the young male, but not necessarily not limited to the young male. This could just mean that like you make this person feel very young, or you have like a youthful energy about you. Young males also always driving like a sports car, so it could be like maybe you came into their life really quickly, or maybe like the feelings that they have for you just came on so quickly, like it just kind of like whizzed into their life. This is definitely a strong connection. That's really something that's coming through with that. With the dating card, I feel like this person definitely wants to date you, or they have been thinking about dating you, or like they want to go out with you, they want to have fun with you, they want to go out for drinks with you. In some circumstances, I feel like this is somebody, they meditate on you a lot, because we have the moon card here, so we have the moon right here. So like I feel like they could be somewhat like trying to manifest you a little bit, like maybe like when they write, or if they write intention during the moon cycles, I feel like they kind of pray for you or pray about you, or like they fantasize about you a little bit, or they dream about you a lot. This is somebody that really, you're on their mind. This is friendship or family connection. I feel like this person just wants to kind of spend some time with you. I feel like they really want to spend some time with you. They really want to connect with you more. Okay. Well, these people have even amounts in their cups. So I feel like they feel like there's like a definitely an even exchange. I feel like they feel like, the way they feel about you is how you feel about them. And I feel that like even with this too, I feel like, like giving and receiving. I feel like they feel like there's definitely like the feelings are being reciprocated in this partnership. They see you as someone who's definitely a friend to them. So like even if you guys are a romantic connection, I feel like there's still like solid friendship here. Like there is a solid, strong bond between you guys. With spiritual growth, I feel that like they've seen you grow a lot spiritually. I feel like you've helped them grow a lot spiritually. I feel like spirit brought you guys together like by divine orchestration. So this means that you guys have been brought together to kind of help each other grow spiritually. It's possible that you are a very spiritual person, or that this person is very spiritual. Maybe you guys like do magic with each other. I do see the energy of like the moon. So it's like maybe a lot of blessings come forward. Like maybe you guys manifest things quickly when you guys are around each other. But there's definitely like a really solid, strong, like true connection here. And I feel like more than anything, you guys at the root of it all, you guys are like genuine friends. I definitely feel that. So we have rest and rejuvenation. We have healer of the ages, caring connections, and then door to value. So rest and rejuvenation, like I was saying, I feel like this person, you notice here with the spiritual growth and even the rest and rejuvenation, it looks like both people are meditating. I feel like this person definitely, this is a spiritual connection. You guys could be possible soulmates. Okay, I feel like this is somebody that really meditates on you a lot, like they think about you a lot. The healer of the ages, I feel like it's possible that you could be a healer. Like I was saying, maybe you guys practice magic with each other. Maybe you guys are both psychic or like really intuitive. Maybe your gifts are amplified when you're around this person, or when they're around you, their gifts are amplified. But like this person sees you as somebody that like, I feel like when they're around you, they feel like rejuvenated. I feel like they feel like they could be at ease, like they're at ease, their mind is at ease. I feel like you bring out about this like calming, peaceful energy within them. Like they just feel so at one with everything when they're around you. With the healer of the ages, I feel like they see you as a healer. Maybe you've helped them heal from some really difficult things in their life. Maybe you've helped them transform a lot spiritually, and just kind of like maybe you've helped their soul heal. Caring connections tells me that there's definitely, like I was saying, there's definitely true, genuine love here. You guys are friends, but for those who are, asking about romance, this is definitely a very divine partnership right here. But even if it's friendship or just family members, I feel like you guys have like a really true, deep connection. The door to value in reverse, I feel this is kind of going back to the whole thing about boundaries. I feel like, and even with the Six of Pentacles, I feel like maybe they feel like, you kind of tend to like give away your riches too much, or you give away your abundance too much. You're too quick to like help other people, or like you give a lot of what you have away to other people. And I feel like they want you to just learn to say no to people, like learn to practice boundaries. Like I feel like they feel like they don't want you to be taken advantage of. That's kind of what's coming through here. Like they don't want you to like give so much to other people. I feel like, and for some of you guys, I feel like if it's them, it's like they're fine with it. But if it's somebody else, like they're like no, like almost like a little like almost a little selfish, Okay, so we have unrequited love, release your ex, and make the effort. Okay, so with the unrequited love, I feel that like maybe for those of you guys who have romance, I feel like there is definitely true love here, but like it's possible for some people that maybe you guys have tried to be lovers in the past. Maybe you guys have tried to like get together in the past, but like maybe you just realized that you were better off as being friends. That's something that could be coming through for you guys. Like maybe you guys realize that like friendship is just the best route for you guys. Like maybe you don't need to be in a romantic situation. For some people, I feel even though there is, a lot of love in this situation, it's possible that maybe there's like separation on the horizon for you guys, or maybe there was separation between you guys, or maybe this person just felt like they weren't sure of like how you felt about them. Like maybe there was something that happened that made like doubt themselves, even though they felt like, like you guys equally poured into each other and that there was like reciprocation. I feel like maybe something did occur, or maybe something has occurred where like they felt like maybe it was an unrequited connection, because it says there's not a lot of enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. Maybe they felt this way about you. It could also even be like a third party type of situation. So like maybe one of you guys had somebody else in the picture. Like maybe they were dating someone, or maybe you were dating someone. Take what resonates, but this could be applied for so many different things. With the release your ex, I feel like there definitely was a third party involved, or there is a third party involved. Maybe they need to release their ex, or maybe they feel like you need to release your ex in order for you guys to like really move forward and really have this connection happen. For some people, I feel like maybe you are in contact with your ex. Maybe you're still giving things to your ex. Maybe you're still giving your ex time, or maybe you're still thinking about them and you let this person know that you're thinking about them. Or maybe they're thinking about their ex, or they still spend time with their ex. But like somebody needs to release their ex in this situation. Make the effort just means that like this is something that they want to make an effort with you. They want to pursue this connection. I feel like they kind of want to make you like a love offer, or like they just want to continue this relationship. Even if this is friendship or family, like I feel like they just want to continue to make the effort to like work on this partnership that you guys have, because I feel like they really value you as a person. They see you as like an asset in their life. So then we have the Goddess in reverse. Okay, we have the Gambler upright, and then we have the Father. So with the Goddess in reverse, it's exploitation of the female nature and form. So I feel like this could be talking about maybe they feel like other people tend to exploit you. I don't think it's that you exploit other people. I don't get that. I feel like maybe they think other people tend to exploit you. Like they feel like other people take advantage of you because of your giving spirit and your giving nature. And they don't like that. I feel like it really upsets them. It really hurts them. With the Gambler, they see you as someone who's very lucky, very abundant. Like money, abundance comes to you naturally. But like with the door to value, I just feel like they want you to be a little bit more conscious with your money and with your abundance. They don't want you to just give things away to people. They don't want you to have this like giving spirit to want to help other people. I feel like they also see you as somebody that's very like strong-minded. You know what you want, and you know who you are as a person. And I feel like you always like stick with that, even if other people don't agree with what you're saying, or if they don't see your vision necessarily. Like I feel like they see you as someone that like you just kind of like follow, like you roll to the beat of your own drum. And I feel that like they see you as somebody that like you're always going to be good regardless of what life hands you. I feel like they feel like you're always going to be in a good in a good situation. Then with the father, I feel like it's possible that you could even be asking about your father with this situation. It's possible that some of you guys could be asking about your father with this situation, but I feel like they almost see you as like this kind of patriarchal energy. Like they see you as someone, you know, who can like, you know, lead people and like guide them in the right direction. I feel like they see you as a person who's very family oriented, and I feel that they see you as somebody who just like, you know, you're kind of like a fathering kind of energy to them. Like maybe they feel like you're somebody who has nurtured them in the past, or maybe they feel like you're somebody who has really like been there for them, you know, like who has really helped them and like supported them in their journey. You know, maybe you've almost been like a guiding spirit for them. Like maybe you helped them, because like we did have like a lot of cards relating to like spiritual growth and spirituality. So I feel like for some of you guys, I feel like this person maybe taught you a lot of things about spirituality, or maybe they felt like you taught them a lot of things about spirituality, but like they just feel like this like nurturing energy from you. We have movement, choices, decisions, transformation, the solar plexus chakra, and then we have hope. So again, I feel like this person with the solar plexus, I feel like this person is someone who intuitively, I feel like they just feel like you are really good for them. They follow their intuition when it comes to you. I feel like their intuition really doesn't lead them astray when it comes to you. I feel like you've just kind of helped them a lot spiritually. Like they have this very strong spiritual connection to you. For some of you guys, I also get pregnancy vibes. You know, it's possible that some of you could be pregnant, or this could be somebody that wants to get you pregnant. This is a romantic connection because we do have the Ace of Wands. This usually sometimes deals with like sexuality. You know, like this deals with like sexual things. So like I feel like this could be somebody that wants to get you pregnant, or maybe you want to get them pregnant. Take that how that resonates. But like I feel like this is someone who like they feel like in their gut like they just need to be around you. They feel really good about this connection. I feel like you make them feel very good. I feel like they have such a ray of light and a ray of hope about you. They feel like you are somebody that is like you almost like the light of their life. You know what I mean? Like you bring so much healing and like loving energy to them, and it's like magnetic. Like they can't stay away from you. The transformation, I feel like again, like you've helped this person grow a lot in their life. Like you have helped them transform. You've helped them experience so much growth and so much wisdom. You know, like you've taught them so much. I feel like in a way, like they have also seen you grow a lot. I feel like they maybe feel like they've seen you go through a lot of cycles of change and a lot of cycles of growth very recently, but all good things, you know. And I feel like they feel like you have a lot of options, you know, like a lot of different avenues, a lot of different routes you could go down in terms of your success. But I feel like whichever route you decide to take, it's going to go well. They feel very confident in you and your ability. Okay, so sorry guys, my voice is getting hoarse. I've been my voice is getting a little bit hoarse from filming. But okay, so cards of advice from spirit is abundance, death, and then we have pride. So first of all, let me talk about death. So death actually corresponds with number 13, which is transformation. And this, you know, it also corresponds with the tarot card of death. And that card really deals with like transformation. It deals with the ending of one cycle and the welcoming of another. It deals with just a lot of transformation and change that's really being pushed by spirit. You know, you maybe have been going through a lot of different transformations, a lot of different cycles of change. But I feel like they're saying that when something ends, or like when one door closes, another one is going to open. This connection with this person, I feel like in relation to this reading, maybe you and this person have gone through a lot of growth recently. Maybe you've been unsure about this partnership. You know, maybe that's why, you know, you wanted some clarity with the pick a card. You know what I mean? Maybe that is the reason why you wanted some clarity with this situation. But I feel like they're letting you know this is a situation that has really helped you grow a lot. Like this connection has helped you grow a lot spiritually. With abundance, I feel like this definitely is just like an indication that, you know, you are someone who's very abundant. I feel like this person also sees you as someone who's very abundant, but like spirit wants you to know that you are very abundant. There are no limits to what you can do and what you can achieve. You can manifest whatever it is that you want in this life. You can really bring forth whatever it is that you want, as long as you have faith and as long as you have confidence in yourself. For some of you guys, I also get the feeling that maybe some of you may have even experienced a death in the family recently, or maybe, you know, maybe somebody has passed. Maybe this person that you're asking about has passed and they're no longer here. They want you to know that, like, you know, death is not really the end, it's a transformation. That's also a strong message that's coming through, and I'm so sorry, you know, if that is the case. case of what you guys are going through. So do take that how that resonates. And then we also have the card of pride. Perhaps maybe you've had a lot of pride in this situation, in this connection. Maybe this person has had a lot of pride, or maybe you've had a lot of pride, but Spirit is saying abandon that pride and just realize that, you need to see yourself in other people. We also have the card of patience. So you need to just be very patient with yourself during this time, and also be patient with this individual that you've been asking about. Know that everything is happening in divine timing, okay? We do have the card of just ask, find your center, and inspire passion. So I feel that right now, Spirit wants you to really check in with yourself and see how you're feeling. I feel like for some people, you've been feeling a little bit uncentered lately, or just a little off balance for whatever reason. Spirit really wants you to check in with yourself and kind of make sure that you're doing okay. I see a lot of I see a lot of red. For some of you guys, maybe you need to balance out your root chakra. Maybe you need to do a chakra clearing for your root chakra, because I feel like for some people, your root chakra might be a little bit unbalanced right now, or maybe it's overactive. That could also be a possibility. But I feel like for some people, you've been feeling a lot of anxiety, and Spirit wants you to kind of feel your center. So maybe you have a lot of anxiety around this connection that you were asking about too, but I feel like you just need to kind of maybe meditate, or just kind of find a moment of peace and a moment of quiet, a moment of clarity for yourself. Just take that time, because that's really going to help you. A card about inspiring passion is saying that you guys really need to figure out what it is that you're passionate about. In relation to this connection though, I feel like they feel passionate about you, and I honestly feel like maybe you're the one that's maybe not feeling as passionate about them, or maybe you're not sure if there's enough passion in the connection to even keep the connection going. Because I feel like we had unrequited love earlier, so it's possible that maybe both of you guys are just not sure if there's enough passion to keep things going. So you need to be honest with yourself about what it is that you feel passionate about. Do you feel passionate about this person? Do you even really want them? Is this a connection or a friendship, or a relationship that you really want in your life? They're saying that now's the time for you to set some new goals. So maybe you just kind of need to release some things. Maybe you need to release this connection too. If you don't feel passionate about this individual or this connection, then let it go and release it. Focus on what you do feel passionate about. And then they're saying that just ask. So for some of you guys, you just need to kind of connect with Spirit and just ask for guidance, ask for clarity, in regards to this situation. I mean, even though this reading was intended to give you clarity, but maybe you just kind of need to dig within and just figure out is this really what you want? Okay. And then for the final advice card, we have the Queen of Chalices, or Queen of Cups. So this just tells me that emotionally, you guys just need to really figure out what it is that you want. I feel like if you really dig deep, you kind of have an idea of what it is that you truly want, or what it is that you have been leaning towards. I feel like where you stand with this connection, and I feel like the best thing for you to do is just be honest with yourself. Don't feel compelled or feel obligated to stay in something that's not serving you anymore and that's not working for you. Okay, so these are all the messages that I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if this did resonate, please let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye bye.